G'day guys, and welcome back to my channel. And what I'm making today is a chili beef. This is actually an old video from my YouTube. If you want my YouTube channel, I'll chuck it down in the description or in the comment. Now I've just got half an onion there. I've got a little bit more onion which I had on the plate, and half capsicum, bell pepper as you call it in the States. Now I'm just going to saute these off for a little bit. Now I've got this fresh garlic in a tube, a bit lazy, but if you're using fresh garlic, 1 or 2 garlic cloves, it's up to you how much garlic you want to put. Now I'm just going to cook that off for a little bit. Now I've got about 400 grams of chuck here, 80-20. You need a little bit of fat, and I'm going to render this down, cook it off. Now I've sped this up because this video actually goes for over 6 minutes in normal time. So there goes the meats in there. Now the meat's done there. We've got to go in with a bit of tomato paste. Now when you've got tomato paste, make sure you cook it off, fry it off a bit. Releases the flavour obviously. Now here come the spices for this recipe. 1 teaspoon of chili, and a tablespoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and a little bit of coriander. Now I've got the good old Annalise diced tomatoes there going in. Now I'm going to use about half of that, that's all we need, and a cup of beef stock there. Now I'm going to mix this all up as you can see, and I'm going to cook this for about 15-20 minutes. Now I'm going to go in with the kidney beans before I do that, obviously. So I've got half a can of kidney beans there, red kidney beans. Now if you're using dried kidney beans, just make sure that you soak them overnight, or at least 30 minutes if you're using fresh kidney beans. As you can see, it's ready to go there. We're going to plate it up. A little bit more sauce if you want it thicker, keep cooking it. It's up to you how you want it. I like it a little bit. There you have it, my friends. Bit of spring onion on the top, bit of garnish. Thanks for watching. G'day guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now I'm going to make it's kind of a breakfast dish. This is called a shakshuka. It's a Middle Eastern dish, but it's just a few ingredients. Now you can see I've got a can of diced tomatoes, I've got a couple of eggs, onion, a couple of cloves of garlic, I've got a capsicum there which is a bell pepper, I've got a longhorn good old sweet chili there, I've got some sweet paprika and some cumin. Now I'm just going to roughly cut this onion up here. It's doesn't have to be perfect, just give it a bit of a chop. I'm going to do the same with the bell pepper, just cut it up the same, keep them uniform there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same with the longhorn here. These are great chilies, these very sweet, so keep them all uniform. Here I am slicing some garlic up. You can do this into a paste if you want. Now in a frying pan we're going to throw in some extra virgin olive oil, and that's an absolute must. Now I'm just going to saute these vegetables here, the onion, the capsicum and the longhorns. It doesn't matter if you get a bit of colour on them, it adds to the flavour, the caramelisation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my spices, which is a teaspoon of cumin powder or cumin powder, and about a tablespoon of sweet paprika. You can use smoked paprika if you want. Now I'm going to go in with the crushed tomatoes here, and you can use whole peeled tomatoes and just squash them with your hands if you want. A lot of people prefer to do that. So I'm going to cook this for a while, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack some eggs in here. So the 2 eggs that I've got, I'm going to crack them in there, and you can put maybe another couple of eggs, depends how much people you're feeding. 2 eggs is enough for me, and going to put a bit of garnish there, or a bit of greenery, a bit of parsley there. As you can see, you can cook these eggs for 3 to 4 minutes, depends how much you want your yolk. If you want it running soft or hard, it's up to you. And put a bit of cheese, covered it, and there you have it. This is a Middle Eastern shakshuka dish. It's a very simple dish to make, you know, not many ingredients. Anyway, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you later. G'day guys, now I'm going to make the JFC, the Jack's Fried Chicken. Now this one goes out to my good mate Adrian. I know he works at Woolies, he's got all the ingredients there, he's got the chickens, the spices, the herbs. Now these are the herbs that I'm using here. Got onion powder, got some garlic powder there, got some Moroccan seasoning which is a kicker. I've got Italian herbs, I've got some paprika there, I've got some mustard powder, some thyme, and I did mention the onion powder there. They actually use celery salt as well, which I don't have. Salt and white pepper will go in this. Now I did stuff up. I filmed the flour seasoning by accident in portrait mode, so I'll show you the quantities are quite simple for this. And I'm using this is chicken seasoning. It's like a chicken salt. Instead of using salt, I use that. Okay, now I stuffed up. I did film in portrait mode. I had to redo this, but it's a cup and a half of flour. Now I'll put 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of mixed Italian herbs, half a teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of Moroccan seasoning, half a teaspoon of mustard powder, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. I used the chicken seasoning as you saw, and white pepper for this. There's my chicken there after. Now you can double dip this. Now I made a brine for this, which was just some seasoning, some peppercorns and some water, and let the chicken sit in there for a while. Now here's the chicken frying off, quite simple. I don't have to show you what's going on there, and there you have it, my friends. JFC, Jack's Fried Chicken, absolutely out of this world, better than KFC. Forget KFC, you can have this with gravy, any types of sauces you want, barbecue, tomato, peri-peri, mayonnaise, whatever you want. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and Adrian, make a burger at home mate, it's so simple to do, and I'll see you guys later.